Rough Trade is giving away a third of the first 3 months of the Rough Trade Club plus new music membership exclusively to 101 Part-Time Jobs listeners. Become a member of Rough Trade Club New Music and you'll receive the Rough Trade Album of the Month straight to your door every month on an exclusive vinyl pressing with bonus material. Club members have received exclusive pressings of albums from Sufjan Stevens, Sprints, The Last Dinner Party, English Teacher, and Over Mono, just to name a few, this past year alone. Sign up using the promo code CLUB101POD and you'll get Rough Trade's Album of the Month, Camera Obscura's Look to the East, Look to the West for a third of the usual price. By signing up, you'll be getting Rough Trade's exclusive issue of the album on opaque purple in a gatefold sleeve, plus a bonus CD containing 5 demos. Don't want the album of the month but still want all the benefits? Sign up to the standard tier using Club 101 Pod and you'll still get the first month free. You'll also get free shipping on all orders, 10% off at the bar and on secondhand vinyl in store, and exclusive access to sold out Rough Trade events. So don't hang around. Head to roughtrade.com/club and sign up with the code CLUB101POD. That's CLUB101POD and claim money off Rough Trade's Album of the Month today. This offer is for UK residents only. Do you play in bands? I did for the longest time. And I wish that I knew that DistroKid was a thing. I don't even think it existed back then. DistroKid makes music distribution fun and easy with unlimited uploads, and artists keep 100% of your royalties and earnings. 1 million plus artists rely on DistroKid to get their music on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, TikTok, Tidal, Instagram, and all the major streaming services. When you get DistroKid, you can see a DistroKid bank and withdraw your earnings. You get notified when you've earned royalties and you can withdraw via the app. And you can even check your streaming stats on Spotify and Apple. Get 30% off your first year on DistroKid by going to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. 30% off for your first year. That's not bad. We know it's a tough world out there. Why don't you make it easier for yourself? And to get 30% off that free year as an artist, where you get 100% of your royalties and earnings, go to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. All right, stay with me. I'll be right back after this.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details. I'm 100 hour part-time jobs. I'm 100 hour part-time jobs. I've been working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 101. 101.
All right, you're listening to 101 Part-Time Jobs. I'm Giles Bidder, and here I speak with artists and bands about how they make music and their day-to-days, the unheard stories. I was at Sound City in Liverpool over the weekend, saw some incredible bands, and spoke to a load of them too. On this episode, we hear from Callum, guitarist of the Mysterines, gearing up to release their new album, Afraid of Tomorrows. And we speak to Crawlers, who recently released their record, The Mess We Seem to Make. If you like these episodes and want to get more, make sure you subscribe to the show by clicking follow or subscribe wherever you're listening to this, on Spotify or Apple. If you've got 30 seconds to leave a review, that would be massively appreciated. Thank you so much to Liverpool Sound City and Virgin Music Group for having me. And here they are. It's Callum from the Mysterines, followed by Crawlers. Stick around, because I've got one more episode coming out later today, which is going to feature Venus Girls, Alex Spencer, and Yi Loy. So make sure you get those by subscribing to the show. 101 part-time jobs.
Hello, it's Callum from Mysterines and you're listening to 101 Part-Time Jobs.
Callum from Mysterines.
Hello.
Liverpool City Centre.
Yeah?
You know this area well.
I do, yeah.
Since you were a kid, you grew up in the area?
Yeah. I grew up in West Derby, which is maybe like 20 minutes away, but I'd spend weekends here and any kind of other time.
Yeah.
You know, this is like the main heart of the city, really.
There's so many bands, so much guitar, so many guitars.
Yeah, it's I think the music's a big thing in the city, and it always kind of has been. There's always music going on. It's cool.
In Sound City, when was the first time you came to Sound City?
I came years ago. It used to be on the dock. I remember seeing
people kept on falling in the river.
Yeah. Well, I nearly did towards the end. I seen the Dandy Warhols here. Yeah, they were amazing. And loads of great bands. It was great then, and it's still good. I'm boss for the city, I think. Yeah,
in those early days, did you go see those bands and have a bit of that? I could do that. I want to do that. You get that kind of energy. Yeah. Those little kind of kernels of ideas.
Yeah, you watch them. There's a lot of like watching what people do or what artists do, and then going in the room and being like, oh, like, you know, we've seen this. Can we do this? Or maybe try this little interlude.
Do you still have a bit of that in you now? Kind of ideas that you picked up when you were younger that you bring into the Mysterines this far down the line? I think so. Yeah, I think that's when you're young, when you kind of form and all those things that you carry them with you forever, and you know, and that goes for everything. You know, not just music and life, general life anyway. And I think we're always open to. I think actually going and watching live music is just a different beast to anything else, really. And so can be so really influence everyone. And now's a harder time for it because it's like, you know, a lot of people are staying indoors. You know, to make that gig an event, to make that gig something really special. Is that something that you put time and work into thinking, like, how do we make this an event for people to come to a Mysterines show? It's the purest form of people viewing and listening to the music, isn't it, when you play live? So I think, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and we're dead lucky to have a boss team around us to put things together and, you know, to help us create, you know, our vision and see things through. Those Arctic Monkeys supports were awesome. I was at the Emirates and I couldn't be further away, but it felt it was like a real moment. It was like a really special occasion. And you did that full tour. You've done a couple of tours with the Arctic Monkeys. How did that kind of change your perception of the Mysterines and change your ideas of what you want to be and what you are? I think we were just made up to be there and playing our tunes. We had a boss time. We kind of know the Arctic gang quite well now, and they've been into the band, which for us is amazing because we grew up listening to that band. Yeah, of course.
Like, their records, every time they make another record, would be like the epiphany for us all growing up, you know, because they changed the sound so much and they've done loads of cool things. So for us them to like what we do was just a massive big deal for us. And then, you know, validation. I guess so. Yeah, it's nice knowing that what you're doing, other people that you massively respect like to, you know. Special. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Afraid of Tomorrow's. Yeah. That's around the corner now. I know. Yeah, it's creeping up. What does it feel like in the kind of weeks leading up to it? You know, after working on it for so long, a couple of years, kind of gearing up to it. Have you? What's special about the record? What are you excited about putting out there? I think it's just nice putting new music out. Always, I think when we played the first record, Songs to Death, and we toured it non-stop for 2 years. So I think we kind of like loosen the hips a little bit when we play the new ones live, and everyone's chilling out a touch. So I think it'd be nice for that, and just always nice to have new music. We're made up with what we've done. We think it sounds great, so we're buzzing with it, really. Yeah, singles sound great. Yeah. Have you changed your tone? Any pedals? Any kind of gear stuff that you've added to the mix? Yeah. There was I was doing a lot in terms of pedal stuff. I was wanting to do like the stutter thing, you know, like the weird glitchy thing. All right. So I was using like Interpol. Interpol, like Johnny Greenwoody as well. All right. And so I was trying to find a mini glitch on scouring the web online, trying to find one, couldn't get one. Yeah. So I just kind of made my own thing with something else. So, here we go, 101 part-time jobs. You do it yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. No, I mean, I didn't make the pedal, but I figured something would do something similar. Yeah, okay. I'm not that good yet. What would you want to be doing? Like, what outside the band, what do you get up to? What keeps you in that good headspace?
I mean, for me, it's like football and fucking running.
Football's a big deal, yeah.
It's the routine
football
of it.
Massively, yeah. And I think Liverpool, it's always football and music's a big deal. Films, I'm a big film.
Yeah. What have you got into recently?
I recently we was in London all week and we went to the Prince Charles cinema for the first time, which was amazing, and seen Fallen Angels, which is one of my favourite Wong Kar-wai films.
I don't know it. What's it
it's
like?
amazing. I've just literally been telling my mate Jay then, it's like Fear and Loathing, but 90s Hong Kong.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so take it that what you will. It's pretty trippy, amazing, just such a good film. Wong Kar-wai is an unreal director, so definitely have a look at his stuff.
Quality. Record's coming out so soon. What do you want to do in the next year? If there's one thing that Mysterines and you are really keen on doing, and it doesn't have to be doing like the biggest gig, but it could be supporting someone, or it could be kind of being in the room with a particular person. Are there any particular ideas?
I'd like to do a somersault into the Mediterranean Sea.
That's doable. Come with me, I'll take you there.
yeah.
What's your service station? Final question. What's your service station pickup?
Weirdly, I really like them Lunchable things. I don't know.
Make you feel like a kid again?
Well, it's like, when you're restricted to cold food, it's like there's only certain things that you feel safe eating, and I feel like it doesn't matter what happens, they're pretty safe. So.
Good. All right, Callum, Mysterines, 101 Part-Time Jobs.
Nice one.
Nice one. Cheers, mate.
Fall asleep with a lighter in your hand. You can't fake that's talent. Smoke so much you can't even stand. Tell your dad it's weed you smell.
Hi, we're Crawlers, and you're listening to 101 Podcast.
101 Part-Time Jobs, Crawlers.
Hi!
Liverpool Sound City 2024.
Woohoo!
Being in Liverpool and having all these people come over, is it like a bit like people coming round your house?
Would you say they're Come Over Again by Crawlers released in 2021?
Tasteless plug.
Oh, right.
I actually get recognised a lot. I'm from Warrington, and that's mad to get recognised in Warrington Market a lot.
How do you deal with it?
I'm just quite awkward, really. I can't really make conversations very well. So unless they're really chatty, it's just a bit like, do you want a picture?
I'm really bad at it. Because also, you don't want to... Do you know what the worst thing is? When someone's having a conversation and you can feel like when you're seeing someone that you really support, you tend to get a bit anxious, so you don't want to ask for a picture. But then the worst thing is, I've come to learn this, so I'll go like, would you like a picture? And then no. That is a fate worse than death. If hell is actually just that happening to me over and over again.
Honestly, I much prefer that, because I'm like, yeah, you know what, you've got balls to it. Okay, fair enough.
Being in a band today, you've signed to Polydor. Before that, there's only one way to start a band, which is do it yourself, right?
Always.
And then kind of hope that your friends like it, and then hope the next person likes it. You found your producer, you found your people. Is the next thing now, how do we build our world to make a sustainable band that builds from today?
I think we've got a lot of immediate crew, like Jess and Mark, who's our tour manager, that we have worked with for a long time. And I think the new phase of Crawlers is really using all of those people's heads and becoming a bit more guerrilla style, and because we know better than we think we know better than anyone else at the point.
I really do think that.
But we have done it from all ourselves from the start, and obviously we did get signed, but even on every label that we've been on, it's always been us, and it's always been Holly writing these fucking massive briefs, and we're grafters, and that's what we're thinking.
But it's also, a band is a brand, and a band is a lot more than just, you are a t-shirt company, which you essentially are. You also have to work out how in your business are you going to work. So you've got the streaming, then you've got the merch side of things, you've also got the live shows, then you've got the brand deals. There's a lot of different things that you have to work in every single, you have to have your fingers in a lot of pies. Being an artist nowadays, you end up becoming your brand ambassador, which is crazy.
101 Part-Time Jobs. It's being okay, we're part of it. It starts and ends with us, to quote Rancid.
True.
All that work, I imagine, leaves you exhausted. Yes. You're okay, where do we go to fill up our cup? Where do we go to relax? What's your trick?
I sit in my boxers and play Resident Evil or Overwatch, and that's my truth. I'm going to just say it how it is, because I used to be I had this really toxic work head where if I wasn't sitting and writing music, or if I wasn't sitting and doing something relative to our business, I was I'm failing and I'm awful and I need to get better. So I did have that mindset, but now
That's
I'm like,
unhealthy, of course.
It's fucking toxic, and that's how my head worked. So I was like, now I've taken that step back and realised I can only do my best work when I have rest and I have respite. So I sit in my boxes and play video games.
What's the worst part-time job that you've had before the band?
Oh my God.
So many.
So for mine was honestly, so I worked at Anfield, up the Reds, but it was the worst actually, because I had to approach people. Can I just say, started this conversation saying how socially anxious and awkward I am. So I had to approach people and ask them to give me money for a lottery that you could win half of it goes to like children in need, charities in Liverpool, which is amazing. And the other half goes to the prize fund and also winning a top sign by Jurgen Klopp. And I had to go and ask random people all the time about this. And one time I met Russell Howard and I got so starstruck that I told him he was the reason I found out Father Christmas wasn't real.
How did that happen? How did you find out that Father Christmas wasn't real?
Well, I watched one of his TV shows and then he like said it and I was like, wow.
How did he react when you?
He went, how old are you? And I was like, oh, 19. And he goes, no, when you found out Father Christmas wasn't real. I was like, oh, like 11. He went, I'm so sorry. And then he gave me 20 quid for the foundation. So I worked it.
I thought you were going to clarify, like, no, I was 19 when I found out.
No, could you imagine? I mean, true.
Did you have that? I mean, you were students, you studied at LIPA. Was there that element of like, if we want to play in a band, if that's the thing that we want to do most, or I want to do most, you know that it's going to come with a bunch of different jobs. You know that you might still be working full time and playing just on the weekends. There's nothing wrong with that. But was that kind of going through your head? Did you think about that much?
All the time. I think before we had, because currently we're in a very fortunate position where the band is our income. But prior to that, it was so intense because we all had a million side hustles. I was working at a few different labels doing freelance work and kind of stealing their emails to do Crawler's work, which is great. It worked like a charm. While also working, while also just doing any kind of little second-hand like thing I could do, because in all honesty, we were fucking broke students and student loan didn't we ended up getting this really nice apartment, but our student loan, I had like the top student loan, I still couldn't pay for it. So I was like, I need every side hustle in the game right now to be able to do, because being a band is a full-time job, let alone you know, financial burden and stuff.
Last question, thank you very much, and we should do a full episode.
Definitely, this has been fun. Thank you for having us, 101.
What's the biggest fuck up that you've made at work? What's the biggest work?
Oh my God.
I actually have like a good one. It's not to do with Crawlers, but when I worked at Mackey's, it was like lunchtime, rush hour. And you know when everyone says that the milkshake machine is broke, it's because no one can be asked refilling it back up because it's a massive job. So I was like the little divvy.
You heard it here first.
I was like the absolute skivvy because I was 16 and everyone was like, oh, she'll do it. So they was like, can you fill the milkshake machine up? So carry this massive fucking bag of milk. Bear in mind, like I said, it's lunchtime, it's fucking booming. I get to the ice cream machine, which is the milkshake machine, and the bag pops, and it like is pouring up. It must have been like 12 litres of like milk, and it was like pouring down me. And obviously, at 16, I'm newly employed by Mackey's, and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
What do you do?
I had to go home because I was I was like soaked in milk.
That was brilliant.
That is a good one. We got time for one more?
I have one, which is quite funny. So we've started like really taking mind of the whole Crawlers world recently, like really before every show ensuring that we're like dressed up well. And I brought this amazing dress and it was quite short. I don't normally wear stuff short because I'm like, you know, gay or something. But I ended up, I'll send you the picture so you can edit in. But I was really excited by this dress. A brand sent us, we work closely with Killstar and they sent us clothes. I was like so excited to show. We played this little festival, really high up stage. Forgot that I was wearing smiley face boxers, like up to like where the shorts were. And obviously I bend down, I try and get really into the crowd, you know, like walking around like a little fucking cockroach.
Hell yeah.
And then I bend down, and I'm wondering why people are like giggling at me. And you can just see like my arse like fully out wearing these like smiley face boxers. So that wasn't great.
Hey, stay positive.
Yeah.
I got a smiley face tattoo when we were kids.
Oh, got me too.
Can't see it.
There you go. There's my
Ballpoint pen tattoo is kind of.
I was going to say it looks like it's been drawn on.
Byron, just never washed that side of my arm forever.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Crawlers 101 Part-Time Jobs.
Nice one.
Thanks for having us.
So there was Crawlers, and before then Callum from the Mysterines. One of the best new discoveries for me at Sound City was a band called Christian music. They've got a track out called Feed the Monkey. I'm going to play a clip of it now. It's from an EP of the same name. Christian music. Good luck searching that on Bandcamp or on YouTube. For me, it's got a bit of Screaming Trees, bit of Fat White Family. It's a good one.
"101 Part-Time Jobs" is hosted by Giles Bidder and produced by me, Olivia Swash. This has been a Mighty Moon Media production.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.